All right, guys, we are doing, God, them things are hot. I'm going over here. I'm going back here. All right, All right, guys, we got some table bases here. They hot. They just came out of the oven. I got the oven set at 390. I preheated them. Just gonna go in the corners and the areas real quick and put a quick hot coat on them. And I'm gonna stick them in the oven for a short time and then pull them out, let them cool. I'm gonna second coat them. This color is stone black and it is a satin black. Pretty good color to spray. Let's just talk about something for 1 second. These are table bases. What exactly are we doing on this table? I mean, my God, I bet they're 200 pounds a piece. They are heavy. You see chains, giant pole, double hooks. I tried to pick them up with just one hook on each side. The hooks were screaming. They weren't putting up with that. So, all right, we're gonna do a quick blow off on the surfaces and then we're gonna get to it. They're so damn hot and they're so big, they're gonna stay hot so long that I can just lollygag. I can lollygag, shoot YouTube videos, talk to you about what I'm doing before I do it. It's kind of nice. I'm still using that fitting too. Yep, I like it. It's a good one. All right, here we go. Let's get in the areas. Light hat first so we can see what we're doing. I'm gonna get up here in this cage area first if I don't fall over. Then I wanna go around under where the seams are, make sure we got that covered good. Stone black is one of those colors. It's super easy to spray. Well, that's assuming if you have enough powder coming out of the gun. I don't know what I'm doing here. She's lacking. She needs some more huff. Better. That was only 1 point on each side. 1 point of air, 1 point of powder. That's a lot better. I don't want it like dumping it on there. It's not the idea. Not yet, anyway. We'll get to that point, but just not yet. When I start doing the big parts and I'm not like cutting in, I'm gonna want a little bit more material yet. This is a light for doing the field, what I call the field, the whole big area. As you see, it takes a while to get it to build, but this is what you want on the hot coat. This makes it where you don't get too much. And I can just point the gun right in there and hammer it. You know, like I always tell you, if you want to force it, now's the time to do it. When this bitch is smoking hot, you turn your powder down and just jam it in there. That's what you got to do. There's some parts, this not really being one of them, but there are some parts that necessitate that. There's nothing you can do about it. A lot of times you won't get it in there if you don't heat it up. Oh, which brings me to another funny thing. I kind of fart around on, I think was it Facebook? I don't know, maybe it's YouTube. And there's another pretty popular guy out there and he has all these tools and he vacuums and, well, he was, can't really say that without giving away. Anyway, he has a tool that he's using. And I was just asking some questions about it and how you would do this and that and blah, blah, blah. And throughout the conversation, this guy tells me that, says something to the effect that, well, if you don't have the skill, you're hot flocking because you don't have the skill to spray cold. I had to read it twice. I was like, wait a minute, did he get that backwards on purpose? Or I don't understand. This is what he tells me. I don't have the skill to spray cold, and that's why I hot fly. I said, what? That's the other way around, my friend. I mean, I could teach a child to spray cold. You can't even screw that up. If you do, you just blow it off. I mean, what are you talking about? I was blown away. They made me laugh. It was like a ha-ha funny moment. These people think they're going to they're not getting a rise out of me. I've been doing this way too long to get a rise out of me. It ain't going to happen. You can insult me all you want. I don't care. I don't really give a shit. I do what I do, and I'm going to keep doing what I do. And if you come up with a tool or a way to do something and it works, I'll tell the world. And I'm not even trying to get paid for it. I don't give a shit about that. I'm getting paid for what I'm doing right now, pulling this trigger. I don't care about the money from all that other bullshit like these other people do. I don't care. It's not important to me. I'd rather tell you the God's honest truth and tell you how it is than try to do what some people do. And I see it out there and I don't like it, but it is what it is. I'm not the world's police. So I just look at it and go, and move on. But apparently I don't have the skill to spray cold. I didn't know it took any. I was like, I was surprised. The first I heard, I mean, this whole job doesn't take any real skill. I mean, you could be a damn idiot. Well, we're looking at a damn idiot doing it right now. I mean, it's not like it takes any special skill. It's not, I mean, I'm just pulling a trigger and wiggling some shit out there in the air. It ain't, I mean, how are you I mean, now, do you need to know what to do in what situation? Yeah. But is that a skill? No, that's knowledge. A skill is something like a painter has. Like, well, I guess it's kind of like painting, but it's not really. I don't know. I just don't look at it like this is requires a skill, because I've painted a lot of stuff and I paint for myself, and paint requires so much more skill than this does. So, I mean, that's my take on it. And as you see, we're just fluffing it on in there and just getting a coat on it. Because, you know, old Stone Black don't care. You just throw it on there. You know, I could stand on the other side of the room over there with handfuls of it and throw it at the part and it would look good. That's Stone Black for you. There's one of the best black colors that there is. I mean, as far as just doing what you want it to do. I mean, do you have to have a little bit of understanding of what she wants? Yes. And what does it like? It likes to be double coated. I'll tell you that, the secret. Don't tell nobody. Just between me and you. It has I want to say, I'm going to say it like this, and it's kind of weird, but it has a metallic look if you single coat it. Does that make any sense? Probably not, because it's not a metallic. But it has like a, I don't know how to explain it. The best I can explain it, is that it has a metallic look if you don't double coat it. I can walk up to Stone Black. I don't care who's shooting it, what is going on, my guys in the shop, when I had employees. I could walk up to it and tell you if it was two coats or not, just by the look of it. They were like, how do you do that? I'm like, you don't see the difference? Oh, one day we had a finished part and a single coated part sitting next to each other, and I brought them all over there. I'm like, now looky here, this is how you tell the difference. And as soon as you point it out, it's real easy to see it. Well, let me go ahead and tell you how these things are gobbling up material. Holy crap. They just gobbling it up. Like it's Thanksgiving, gobble, gobble. Yeah, and I'm not trying to maintain any gun etiquette. All that's out the window when the part's hot. Just forget that. Just slather it on there. You can kind of get the gun close. I still like to keep it moving because, you know, a powder coating gun doesn't have a nice even pattern like a paint gun does. You know what I mean? And I feel like if I keep it moving, it's not throwing down blobs. Does that make any sense? I'm actually helping to atomize it by moving it around quickly. That's how I feel anyway. All right, don't forget the bottom. Don't forget the bottom. And then these things are going to take a week and a day to cool. So, you know, sometime next week, I'll film the rest of this video. Jesus, they're melting still. I mean, this is one of those parts that, you know, as you've seen, I goofed around, I talked to y'all, I posed for the camera, I did all kinds of things. And here we are still melting. And I mean, it's not just like melting after a while. It's melting on contact. All right, that's it. We got them sealed up. We got a coat on them. And the next step is I'm going to run them back in the oven for probably, I'm going to get them up around 350 again or so. I like to bring stone black up. I like to bring colors that are flat colors or satin colors up to 350 or higher because they smoke when they go in the oven, okay? The reason I do that is because if you put a coat on top of this and the coat under it smokes, what do you think happens? Yeah, that's right, giant blisters, big blisters. And then you pop them and smoke comes out, but there's black under it. It's not bare metal. There you go. Make sure you, if you're gonna double coat, stuff that has wax in it, which is anything that is a satin or a flat color, okay? That's how it gets flat. They put wax in it, wax rises to the surface. The wax smokes when it cures. If you don't heat it up to 350 or higher, right in the ass you're gonna get bit. I'm telling you, wham, like a shark bite right in the ass. All right, I gotta find a glove. All right. We'll come back when we'll come back and double coat these here in a minute. Well, it ain't gonna be a minute, it's gonna be a while. It might even be tomorrow morning, to be honest with you. It's a little bit late in the afternoon right now, but I blasted them. I wanted to put a coat on them so they don't flash rust. So this is Florida and it's starting to get hot again. You're gonna see Soggy Mike coming on here again. Like, it'll be flowing, but it is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do. All right, guys, we'll see you right after we pre-cure this and cool it. I'll show you that second coat, and then I'll show you the finished product. All right, guys, here we go. These big things took 14 minutes in the oven to get to 350. And they were already hot when I started. So that just gives you an idea. All right, I'm gonna start spraying from this side and you'll get to see it. Sort of wrap around that side, I think. Good idea to get any bullshit that's laying on the top off of there. Maybe just a quick duster on the top of there. Whoop, hair's off, but not. All right. This stuff recoats over itself wonderfully, just to say, in case you were wondering how it is. Plus, I left a little bit of heat in it. It's probably 150 right now. You just kind of want to maintain your distance a little bit. You know, you can't get as close as you can on the hot coat. You want to turn your gun bolters down, which I did. I sprayed the first coat at 50 kV. And then I sprayed this coat at 35 kV. I'm spraying this coat at 35 kV. All right, I'm gonna come around the other side here. I like to spray most everything with a little bit of heat in the part. It helps with back ionization, and it helps a little bit with film build on the second shot. Sometimes you get a booger and you gotta unbooger it. Or what that was, something in the air floated by and wasn't happy. You know what? I got the fan blowing right at me, don't I? Dang, I keep turning the material up, and it's not that I need more material. I just need to not be powder coating in a hurricane. Got a little hurricane situation going on over here. I gotta get the end of this one. It's kind of over this way. Yeah, the more material and the no wind, it helped a ton. I mean, it's going on like nobody's business now. Hey, remind me to get the bottom of that one. Don't forget to remind me. I'm a dummy and I'll forget. It's probably mostly coated already, I'm saying, but we want to make sure we double check that. The reason I'm not going down there and doing that is because I'm 55 years old. I'm gonna get down on the ground about one time for this. No, that's really what it is. I mean, but I don't have a problem getting down on the ground. It ain't no issue, but why do it more times than you need to? That's just lazy. It has nothing to do with my age. I'm just lazy as hell. Why would I want to get down there twice? I just get down there once, get both of them, right? Or you forget, you don't get either one of them. That's just the way it goes. It's one of those two. And really what I'm doing is I am just kind of moving my head with the light line and watching it fill in so I can't see the coat, the shiny coat that's underneath. That's what I'm doing. I can see it fill in the corner, and then I just start from the top down, and I move my head a little bit as I'm going, and I'm watching it fill in. And you just want to fill it in at about the same rate, and it'll go on there fairly even. The other thing that helps with an even coat is not over voltaging it, okay? If I could spray this probably at 50 kV and not have much problem, because I have good gun etiquette. But what I'm telling you is if you spray it lower, it'll help you from yourself. That way you can just pile it on there frivolously, and it's not going to go on except for about 30 kV worth. You use the voltage to control your film thickness on the second coat. And it also helps for the back ionization. I'm happy. Now we're going to go down here. Remember how I said we can't forget that? We can't forget that. Laying down on the job. Hopefully the boss don't see me. I may get fired. I've been trying to get fired. I can't do it. I mean, I fired myself a couple of times, but I just come back the next day. I'm going to do this because it's good practice. I'm pretty sure they're all covered, but let's get your Huggy pillow because the lights are going to go out. I know, I mean, here it goes. You ready? You got your pillow? All right. I like to turn the lights out with the light on my head and go around and make sure I don't have no holidays. This right here is worth its weight in gold. All right, guys, it is the next morning. My battery died. I was just about done with that anyway. You guys saw pretty much everything you needed to see. But I wanted to show you how I send this stuff out. I use a cellophane, a shrink wrap, pallet wrap is what it is, from Harbor Freight, and I wrap everything up. I don't know about your shop, but my shop is a giant dust bunny. So I just hate to give people dirty stuff. So I wrapped up one of them to show you what it looks like, how I send them out. And this is the done. Go around on this side since it's morning. This is going to be the sunny side. It's pretty good. You can see the pits in the, this is all pits from rust, but that's where the table base goes, so it doesn't really matter. Everything else is really nice. Stone black's a good color, just to say. But that's basically that. These bad boys took 50 minutes to bake. That was a long time. It took 40 minutes just to get them to, I turned the clock on at about 390, or 380, I'm sorry. So they're cured. They're ready to go. I'll be here shortly to get them. Not looking forward to taking them down. See our hanging rig? You got the giant pole at the top. I call those chain sights, where I put chain sights on the pole and drop down. I got double hooks going. And these things I make. That is a chain link, and that is a bolt and a nut on the bottom of it. I just weld the chain link to the bolt, a big enough chain link so I can get a couple of hooks in it. And there you go. That's how they go. I make a lot of fixtures like that. I should go over all that stuff one time, make a video on fixturing, and you guys let me know what you want to see. You know what I mean? I need some more feedback to get ideas of what you want to see. Tell me what I'm doing right and wrong. You know, tell me what I need to cut out of the videos. What do I need to add to them? You know, I'm a powder coater, man. I'm not a producer. I don't know anything about producing videos. I'm just trying to give you what I think that I would want to watch. But as you guys see in these videos, I'm an idiot, so I'm gonna need some help with this. So the feedback would be greatly appreciated. You know, I want to give you guys what you want. I don't want to be a boring YouTube channel. I'd like to grow this thing and make it all happen. So thanks for watching. We'll powder coat something here real close in the future. All right, we'll see you.